procedure for assessment of the student is that we all are aware students are to be assessed out of 100 marks. And in the each subject now these days from past 2 years, we are having assessment in two parts. One is the internal assessment of 20 marks and the second one is the 80 marks, which is the year-end assessment conducted by the Cbse.
अब इसको कैसे किया जाएगा?
So what is over there? That existing policy has already been laid down by the Cbse in the circular dated March 6 to 2019. This is very important, and the link has been provided. I feel that the students can go to it and read it also. Schools can go to it and read it also. Now, the second thing is that we have to upload the marks of the internal assessment by 11th June. I could submit over here. The 11th June target has been fixed by us with a thought that if everything goes, but again and again, many times during the presentation, I will submitting before you that we are giving foremost importance to the health of the and well-being of the teachers and the schools. Dates are not sacrosanct. It is not that 11th June everything will be over. If we will observe that no schools are finding problems, schools are having problems, there are certain issues. So we will ensure that they are giving priority of time so that they can complete their work. Now the another issue is how to calculate the 80 marks assessment. That is very important thing which has been decided by the Cbse. And how it has been decided by the Cbse, that when nothing was with the Cbse, what could have been done? So assessment could have been done only because of the or based on the performance of the students. That is one thing. So we have taken into consideration this aspect of the performance of the students during the entire year. Students must have appeared in the objective type online examination, offline examination, objective type examination, subjective type examination, or any other mode of any examination. So their performance is known to the teachers and the schools very well. The another issue is this during this pandemic period, because most of the time schools were off and the students were at home and the online classes were going on. So earlier when we had a meeting with all the principals, it has been informed to us that the performance of the students when they are going for the online examination is better, when they are going for the offline examination is not good. So what we thought that because the schools are working very hard, teachers are working very hard, round the clock they are working. So we also try to link the performance of the student with the performance of the schools. Now this year performance is not known to us. So it was decided that it would be appreciated that if we are taking the 3 years performance, past year performance, and giving the flexibility to the schools to choose one of the performance which suits them in the best possible manner. What does it mean? It means that which is suiting to their students basically. So that kind of decision has been taken by the Cbse. Now that we will be constituting a result committee. Result committee would be certainly under the principal of the school, who would be acting as the chairperson. And now there would be 5 teachers from the school. One is from the mathematics, one is from the social science, one is from the science, and 2 from the languages. It is as per the scheme. Why it is so? It was thought because we wanted to assess the performance of the student also during the entire year. Now to have the fairness in the system, to get the fresh air also from the outside, we decided that 2 members, either from the same subject or from some other subject, could also be opted in this committee by the chairperson of the result committee. These members could be from 1 school, from 2 schools, whatsoever it is. Now, recording of evidences and assessment, you are aware that this year many examinations have been conducted by the schools. Number of unit tests, number of other examination, pre-boards, everything. So we wanted to give lots of flexibility even in this also, but we thought that here it should be common for all the schools, and therefore we decided that when 80 marks, the marks of the student in each subject out of 80 is to be provided, how these marks should be taken from the progress of the student during the entire year. So it was decided that 10 marks will be given to the periodic test or the unit test. Half yearly or midterm would be 30 marks and pre-board examination 40. So totals come to the 40 marks. So you have to decide, say if you have conducted more than one periodic test, so you have to decide what methodology you will take to adopt the or follow the marks for taking into account for preparation of the result of the board. There is a possibility, say if you have conducted the three tests, so latest you can take, okay, the mean of the three you can take, or the first you can take, or the second you can take, or the mean of the you can take, whatever it is in your hand. Same way for the half yearly, same way for the pre-board also. Process for assessment of the student, this is very, very important. Now, I would request each and everyone who are present to kindly see these slides carefully, that there are four kind of schools which we are having as on date.
Sayam sir, if we could be on slideshow, these slides would look more beautiful and be on full screen.
Okay, ma'am. Fine. Fine,
Thank you,
ma'am.
sir.
Yeah. So now the important point is that first of all, we are having one school which is having the standing of 3 years. Means already the students in past 3 years, they have appeared in the examination. So we are having the result of or the performance of these schools of past 3 years. So we are saying that the historic performance or the reference year. Okay. So what is the historic performance? That best overall performance in the previous year's board examination will be taken as the reference for moderating the marks assessed by the school for 2021. It's mean that from our side, we would be saying which is the best year, that will be the historic performance for you. But you are not, I would say, bind by our decision. You can decide that not the best, I will be going for the second best or the third best also. And this to see why you have to go when you are going for any other year than that of the year indicated by the Cbse. Then you have to record this thing in the ratio document. Now I am saying that for one school, where the 17, 18, 18, 19 and 19, 20 result is over there. So average result is 74% in 2018, 19, means the pass percentage is better. So generally we would say that we will be selecting 18, 19 as the reference year for preparing the result. Now what could be done? We can add or subtract 2 marks in each and every subject. One more thing here I would like to clear first of all. And what is that issue? That if you are taking 18, 19 as reference year, so two more data are also very important, that what is the total or aggregate mean performance of the entire school during 18, 19 and subject wise mean performance of the school. So you have to adjust the marks of 2021 based on the mean marks in that particular subject in 2018, 2019. But if you feel that no, your performance is better, you are allowed to add 2 marks or deduct 2 marks only, not more than that. But while doing so, it is to be ensured by you that the overall result remains 74%, or not 74%, I would say that the mean average remains the same. That need to be kept in mind. This facility will be provided by our system also. This I will explain you. Now, where we are having the 2 years school only, data of the school only. So again, we will be providing 74, 71, and the same system is to be followed. Out of the 2 results, they have to go for the best one or the remaining one, second one, which is present over or the available with this data. Then the third kind of school is the school where we are having the data of only 1 year, say 1920 data is available and 71%. So they have to go for them. This will be the reference year or the historic performance. They can't do anything else. Now there is the fourth category of the school, and that fourth category is the schools which are sponsoring the student for the first time in 2021 examination. So what has been done by the CBSE, that we will be providing them these data, three kinds of data to them: the district-wise average, then the state-wise average, and the nation-wise average. Out of these three, which is suitable to them, anyone could be consider them by the as the reference year, and based on this reference year, they can prepare the result. But the range of the marks, addition or subtraction of the 2 marks will be taken care in the same way by all 4 category of the school. Now, one more thing which I wanted to let you know first, right, that is the moderation. Moderation is very, very important terminology. It is very hot terminology also. But this hot terminology is that hot terminology which is being used every year for the purpose of examination. When we are implementing more than one set, then to just provide the remedy of the different difficulty levels, that philosophy is known as the moderation, in case when the result is being prepared by the CBSE. But when we are saying the moderation by you people when preparing the result, you have to ensure that when you will be preparing the result with the direction given by the CBSE, there is a need that you might be adding the marks or subtracting the marks out of the performance of the student. So this kind of activity is known as the moderation of the marks or adjustment of the marks. It is not that moderation is that you would be giving some marks to rectify the mistakes of the system. So there is no mistake in the system because we are considering that every time this has been said by you, your teachers, and that would be of the similar difficulty level. Everything would be similar only. Now, the another thing is that we will be providing the online system, and this online system would be the best thing which you would be finding from our side, because using this system, you would be able to do exactly what we wanted to or what we have requested in the policy. So with this, everything would be checked. How this will be checked, I will let you know in the coming slides. Now, one more important thing which you need to understand, say if you have taken 2019 and 2020 as the reference year, and X number of the students was over there with you people. So what need to be done? That total marks are 80 and passing marks out of 80 are 26. So you, from the past year, this statistics would be provided by the CBSE also, but I am explaining you what this policy is. That first of all, that the passing marks are 26, you have to go to your result and see that how many students have got less than 26% marks. So say for an example, I am saying that only 1%, then 26 or more than 26 up to 40. 14% student, then 40% greater than 40 to 50, 25% greater than 50 to 60, 10, 20, and 30% like that only. So this year, say if you are having the 200 students in your class 10, so how you have to decide? You have to decide that 1% of 200 would be 2 students. So there could be 2 students only who would be placed in the bracket less than 26. Okay, means these students, there can't be more than 2 students, I would say. Okay, so you can adjust and moderate the marks accordingly. Thereafter, from 26 to 40, only 28 students should fall in this bracket. Okay, then 40, 50, 50 candidate, then 50 to 60, 20 candidate, and likewise 40 and 60 candidate. So what you will find that there is a possibility that you might be saying that no, our 5 students would have got 100 marks, so no problem at all. They could be placed in the last bracket. Okay, but you have to adjust the other students who would not be falling in that bracket. So that is the moderation. Say in place of 200, if you are having the 400 students, you have to change the calculation accordingly, and you have to find out that how and how many students would be over there, whose would be placed out of 20 in that particular bracket. Now, assessment standardization, a very, very important thing is that methodologies to address skewness of the result. This is same thing, only I am submitting again, that which way you would be adjusting the marks. Say if you are finding that your average is going ahead or more than the reference year, then you have to reduce the marks. If it is going less than the average marks of the reference year, you have to add the marks. That kind of skewness has to be addressed by you by applying the permutation in combination. But I feel because the math teacher is over there, the science teacher is over there, when they will see to it, they can easily provide the remedy for each and everything. Now, checks are available in the online system. We would be having both the checks, and the best part of our system, which we will be providing to you, that once you will be uploading your marks, if your marks are complied or your result is complied with the directions given by the Cbse, it will be accepted. Otherwise, screen will show you, no, you have to readjust the marks or remoderate the marks, and that particular part will also be shown, that where the system is finding the mistake or the difficulty. Now, this is the entire policy for our schools where the regular students are there. But even now, we are having some 40,000 students with us, where who are appearing in the board's examination as the private candidate. For the policy of the assessment, we are working on it, and soon we will prepare it. We will provide it to the such kind of schools, and we will declare the result of such students also. Now, actual actions to be taken by the schools on the policy very means serially, I am telling you. First of all, form result committee, then collect the evidences of performance, check the status of each student, fix the weightage of each test public exam, check historical performance of the school, then select the favorable historic performance, then conduct the examination if not appeared in any examination of any student, then decide the rationale, that what would be the rationale, and then calculate performance. Now, after this, you have to moderate or adjust the result, check with the Cbse software. If required, moderate and adjust result once again if the software is saying to you. And once result is matched with the historic data, it will be uploaded on website, and record all the action which you have taken. This is very, very important. And once this is being done by you people, everything would be perfectly fine. Now, some important information of the result. Say, I am saying that the 2018-2019 result has been taken as the reference year. Now, you have calculated these students also. Earlier, I explained you. So, in such scenario, say, I am saying that if you are going to the 2017 as the reference year. Now, this is very, very important thing, because the internal assessment has been introduced by the Cbse from 2019 examination, and 2020 was the second year, and this is the third year. So there is a possibility that you might have selected 2017, 2018 as the reference year. So in such cases, we have provided you the marks over there, or the mean marks out of 100 only. So when you will be doing, I will request Dr. Johari to prepare the software in such a manner that 2018 marks are also shown to you out of 80 only. But if it is not shown, then you have to convert the marks out of the 80 only. And how you have to convert? That 96 is the marks given means secured by one student out of 100. So, and now we have to calculate out of 80. So 96 into 80 by 100, that is coming to 76.5. So if it is more than 0.5 or more than 5, so it should be in the round figure. Go to the next figure. That would be the marks. Now, calculate the result of other subjects than the 5 subjects. Say we have got these marks 77, 75, 72, 74. So the mean marks are coming 73. Again, say if this subject is the computer. So when these marks are out of it, but when we have to award the marks in computer application, because theory, we have to take care of the theory only. So theory is of the 50 marks. So how you have to convert the marks? 73 into 50 by 80. This will come to 45.6. Will become 46 marks. So 46 marks out of 50 is to be given to the particular candidate. Now variation of +2 and -2. Say if you wanted that no, the mean marks of any student or the school should be increased by 2 in mathematics, that in place of 70 it should be 72, then certainly you have to reduce the 2 marks out of any remaining 4 subjects. But while when you will be doing so, the overall mean marks that particular year, reference year and this year, will remain the 73 only.
जैसे आप इसे ओपन करेंगे आप देख सकते हैं ये पीडीएफ फाइल में कन्वर्ट हो चुकी है। शेयर करने के लिए आपके पास ऑप्शन आएगा, जैसे आप इस पे ऑप्शन पे क्लिक करेंगे शेयर कॉपी, आप व्हाट्सएप पे किसी को भी शेयर कर सकते हैं। जैसे कि मैंने व्हाट्सएप पे शेयर कर देता हूँ आप खुद को ही। तो इस तरह से स्टूडेंट्स आपका क्वेश्चन पेपर सबमिट हो जाएगा, ऑब्जेक्टिव भी और सब्जेक्टिव भी।